So we ended up in trouble. We had to run from the back door of a bar because there was some
Motorcycle gang.
looking for us just because we were strangers.
Let's do it. Okay.
Okay.
Internet connection is not my friend today. It's been a pain, but thank you so much for staying here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, welcome. I have a first question. I need to know how you pronounce your name. I don't want to mess up.
So the name is pronounced Carcharodon.
Carcharodon.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Carcharodon. And what does it mean?
Is a part of the scientific name of the great white shark, which is called Carcharodon carcharias. So it's a Latin name, and we were fascinated with the sharks from a very early age because we are brothers, so we grew up together.
Awesome.
And we share the same passion. So that's it.
Yeah.
You guys are into sharks. Very cool. So you started this band with your brother and obviously your friend that after he joined the band. So what is like being in a band with a family more than 20 years, guys?
Yeah, it's good. We never shout, so it's good. And also, Nuzi is a part of the family. So, yeah, he became a part of the family since many years. So, it really feels like being among brothers. And it is. That's
For a different mom. Okay.
Yeah.
So the music is really hard to put into one genre, right? Like you have death metal, you have thrash, you have group, you have sludge, you have blues, which is awesome. How do you describe Carcharodon? Carcharodon?
Yeah.
Okay, Carcharodon. I'm learning Carcharodon to someone who has never heard you before. How would you describe your sound?
I think when we started, the goal was to play something we didn't hear in other bands. I'm not saying we are huge innovators, but we played what we wanted to listen. So we wanted to mix the heaviness of sludge and doom with
the speed of death metal and thrash metal.
Exactly. And yeah, that was the goal. So we took our influences and took the best of them and tried to mix them together.
It's always hard to describe what we play, especially when somebody asks us in which category should I put you, and also to play live shows. We always say we're Carcharodon, nothing more. So just discover it.
Right. And speaking about I was doing my homework and I was checking your lyrics. He speaks booze, sex, women. How accurate is that description? How accurate is the description of your lyrics? Or how do you, what's your inspiration for your lyrics?
Well, let's ask him.
That's a hard question. So at the beginning, in the first records, it was more, the basic rock and roll themes. So having fun and girls and booze and stuff. And then it evolved in something more serious, let's say. So we grew older and we got grumpy. So we're now more into life themes and so on. What's wrong in the world today, and old men getting angry with the world.
Exactly.
Boggio, you described once, I was checking one interview that you guys had, and you described the band with an attitude as Beavis and Butthead. Is that still accurate?
Yeah, I think so. That's the way we look at things. Never take yourself too serious and have fun.
Yeah.
We got a bit angrier during let's say 5 or 6 years because the world is in a darker place right now. So we had some troubles too, and so yeah, things change a bit, but we always have fun together. We try to meet like every week, have dinner, cook together like true Italians.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. So you guys been doing a lot of tours, and I read that you guys came here to the United States. Let's talk about that experience.
It was great. We came twice to the US. First time in 2008, and we did 14 shows between Texas and California. And then in 2013, we came back with the second record, which was called Roach Stomper. And we played in the southeast side, so South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana.
Wow.
And it was good. It was good. We always enjoyed being in the US. Maybe because of the Southern hospitality we met, and it was fun. And we met a lot of awesome people with whom we are still in contact today after years. So it's always been good.
Very cool. So Nuzi, you joined in 2016. So I heard that you make the style a little bit more aggressive and faster. What do you do to these guys? Tell me your story.
Dice che hai guardato
Sì.
aggressività.
Non saprei neanche come dirglielo, però.
Noi ti aiutiamo da tradurre.
Cosa gli possiamo dire? Tutto merito del punk, alla fine. Della scena punk degli anni '80 in Italia.
So he brought, I'm gonna translate.
Yeah.
He brought a whole wave of Italian punk from the 80s. And,
Furious.
Which was a furious hardcore punk. And this was kind of new to us. So we blended everything got faster, and even if we got older, everything got faster anyway. So we're trying to keep up, and we enjoy it. So until our elbows work, like
Got it. Yeah.
yeah.
A song caught my attention. I was checking your music, guys. Putrid Future. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. It's a single that you guys recently released, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a
So-
little bit about the album that you're working, because I saw the Bandcamp only the Putrid Feature is available, only that one, or no, is another one that I saw.
Yeah.
Never on Your Side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually quite tricky because Putrid Future has been released as a standalone single, so it will be not released on Never on Your Side. It was just a single that was written some years ago, and we recorded it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was released by a label from Indonesia, which is called Moshpit Records. And then on the other hand, we have the new album Never on Your Side, which is coming on September 26th. But yeah, Putrid Future won't be on that album, so just a single episode.
I think
But anyway, there are two new singles from the album, Boss Low and Never on Your Side, which are available on Spotify, YouTube, and all the platforms.
very good. How did you guys sing with Satanath Records? Tell me about the story.
Yeah, we got in touch with Andrei, the owner of Alexei. Sorry,
Alexei, yeah.
please edit it.
In our names.
Yeah. No, we got in touch with him, and he was interested in the songs we sent him. So he said, "Let's do it," and we started a promotion plan with a very professional one.
Yeah.
So we are pretty happy about it. Let's see what happens. It's the first deal we have with him and with this label, and I think we saw he's working very well. So
Yeah.
let's hope for the best.
Oh yes, definitely. Alexei is a nice guy. I actually met him because I have an Instagram and I model. So I don't know how I contact him. Probably I did send a message and I told him, hey, if you want me to promote your CDs and vinyls and shirts, I can do it. And we started talking. And then the last year, I used to have a website and he sent me bands to do reviews. And then I got tired of doing reviews. And
Okay.
yeah, the show that I started last year was called Metal Detector, and it has a section of interviews, which I love. And I fall in love with that section so bad that I decided to stop with the reviews and focus in a podcast style to talk to different bands all around the world. That's the idea. And
Mhm.
I have some questions like how is the difference for you between the crowd in United States and the crowd in Europe?
Oh. Mm. What we noticed when we toured the US is that most of the times the the people who came to our shows tended to buy our merchandise in advance without hearing us. So they came to our merch booth, bought stuff, and then enjoyed the show. But that's what I remember. And in Europe, it's different because if you're good on stage, then they will buy your merch. If you suck, then
They don't buy your
then
merch.
it's gone. Yeah. No, other differences? No.
Più, sì, anche proprio a livello qualitativo del pubblico che più partecipe, oltre al comprare anche la gente,
Sì.
in America è un po' più...
Yeah. So what we noticed is also that the crowd is more into it. So they tend to participate more to the show. Maybe it's also because of the musical culture you have in the US. So what we noticed is that there are lots of bands and all of high level. So it's really hard to find somebody that do shows, but they don't know how to have an instrument. So the level is very high, and yeah, and also the crowd is really into it. Yeah.
Right. I discovered Cambrian thanks to you guys. Boggio, let's talk about that. You play the lap steel guitar. How do you learn that? Like, is that something typical you learn in your country or how it is?
No, it's very atypical for Italy, but it wasn't just a way to explore the stringed instruments like guitars and all of its variations. So it also comes from my passion for blues music. So open tunings like Hawaiian tunings. That was what started it all. Then, as usual, on my side, I'm not one who likes a single genre of music. So I said, let's play lap steel in a doom sludge band with the walls of distortion. So that was my goal initially. And it went on. So it was I don't know, now it's a bit on hiatus, but we'll see what happens. It's a band who was born out of a need of a relaxation, and now we are going full throttle with Carcharodon, so there's no time to slow down, unfortunately.
Totally. And like after 20 years together, what still makes you want to create music after all these years?
I think we are lucky enough to get along very well with each other.
Yeah.
And we are lucky enough to have a creative flow, which is still coming from, I don't know, maybe from the aliens, from outer space. So we are not running out of ideas at the moment. So thankfully, we are still writing music. Actually, we are already writing a new album.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Awesome.
And also, it also comes from the fact that we enjoy being together and also do things outside the band things. So just being together and cook together, as Boggio said, very Italian. So
Bon appetit.
ride motorcycles together, and it's good.
Friends and family.
Friends and family, exactly.
Family, that's very cool. Very cool. Was there ever a moment that Carcharodon almost ended?
No, not ended because maybe because of us, because we're brothers and so. But when we changed our drummer,
It was a bit of tough times.
it was tough time. Yeah.
Then someone sent this
Yeah.
guy our way. Bam! This angel came.
Okay, awesome.
And everything started again.
Yeah.
A lot faster.
And young.
Yeah. If you guys could talk to yourself back in 2003, what would you tell to those guys in the past?
Dice, se dovessi parlare con i ragazzi del 2003 che hanno formato la band, cosa gli direi? Don't do it! I'm joking.
Drink less.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what will happen to
But-
me if I had that chance? I might probably hang out with my past me, and I would probably just get drunk and have fun.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That
So
would
maybe if I have to be very critic with myself, I'd say to my past self, keep your eyes more open for occasions. So sometimes I feel that we lost some trains that passed, but there are plenty of trains that come. So but anyway, yeah, sometimes maybe we could have done things differently, but who cares? Let's talk about now. So it's life is now.
hell yeah, totally. If you what are you listening to right now? What is your rotation? What is the music that you're listening to nowadays?
Death metal.
A lot of old school death metal. We got back to the roots. I speak for myself, but we always sharing albums and songs of
90s.
yeah, always the same band. Obituary and so Morbid Angel,
90s death metal.
Entomb, The Massacre, I don't know, many others.
Old school death
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
A lot, too much.
All right. So, what is
Yeah.
Putrid about the future, guys?
Just look at the medias, the social media, and you have the answer.
Okay.
It's everything going to rot.
No, it wasn't a question. It was more like a summary of what we were talking about. your philosophy is like good riffs, good humor, don't take life seriously, like have fun. That's basically your motto.
Yeah.
It is.
Explain to me what the hell is macho metal?
This is one of the things
We would like to erase
from the past.
You know,
No, it was just a way to make fun of machos who were playing music, and I don't know. Also in life, this was a way to I don't know, make fun of everything which comes along with this idea of machismo and stuff. We had some people come to our shows and say, "I don't see any machos on stage. Where are the machos?"
I came for the Macho Man show.
yeah.
Yeah.
It stuck to us because then some people also didn't like the fact that we had this martial thing, so they thought we are some kind of machist band, but we really ain't. So
Quite the opposite.
exactly.
Quite the opposite. All right. Let me think about, oh yeah. What's next for Carcharodon? Carcharodon.
Okay.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah, we have this an upcoming album which we will promote with some touring and live shows, and for as long as we can, as long as we
Yeah, we actually have a pretty tight schedule of shows starting in October. So we play a bit in Eastern Europe, Italy, Northern Europe, and this until December, more or less.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, we will keep working on new music as usual because we cannot stop. So the train must keep rolling. So
Yes, definitely. So you guys do a lot of tours. Any funny story in your tours? Bunches of
yeah,
Quello in mezzo ai campi di grano.
yeah. Some of the funniest are come from the US tours, where probably because we were a bit naive in some situations, so we ended up in trouble. We had to run from the back door of a bar because there was some
Motorcycle gang.
looking for us just because we were strangers. So
no way.
Yeah.
this was in South Carolina. So,
Yeah, other funny stories are better kept secret.
exactly. What happens in tour stays there.
What happened in Vegas?
Yeah, I think we slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
Not musically, but on the trouble side of life.
Yeah. We became adults
Oh yeah,
somehow.
totally. Yeah, when you were younger, you had more time, more energy to do tours and stuff, but right now it's a little bit different, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we just want to concentrate on what makes us happy, and at the moment is music. So let's say that the music part of the shows is what is more important.
Yeah,
maybe than other years.
yeah, in the past, it was just an excuse to get shit faced and, and run around. Now we actually care about it.
I see, guys. That's very cool. So what other question I have? Oh yeah, how's the metal scene in Italy? For me, it's something I never seen before. You guys been playing in Europe, in different countries. So what is like the scene, particularly in Europe?
In Italia ci sono, in Liguria è diverso, però. Bisogna fare questo confronto.
Yeah, let's say in Italy there's plenty of pretty good bands.
Like Pulci, Messa,
Yeah, some
Lacuna
also
Coil.
some big names. In our region is a bit different, probably because of a lack of space where you can play original music, especially metal music, because lots of venues shut down, and that's why we always have to cross the Italian border to play or do some lots of kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
The scene is actually good. So there are a lot of good bands.
Yeah.
What's missing maybe is support from the venues.
Yeah, because it's not convenient to have a metal band, probably. I don't know.
But what we noticed is that right now there are a lot of young people coming again to metal shows. We had a time lapse at the end of 2010, maybe, or 2010, 2015, where there were no young guns at the shows. So only all the old farts like us. and now young people are coming back. So that's a good sign.
There's hope.
There's hope
There's hope, yeah.
in this putrid future.
In this future. You planning to travel again to the United States?
We'd love to.
We'd love to.
But
It's very difficult.
yeah, it's become a bit difficult lately from what we heard. Yeah,
especially on the visa part and all the paperwork you have to have to come to the US as a musician. So yeah, it was easier years ago. Now we would love to. We'll see what happens in the future.
Let's talk about you guys. So, who's the laziest on the band?
Yes. The laziest.
The laziest, il più pigro.
Oh.
Non ci sarebbe in realtà.
No, actually, we are not very lazy.
Per i social, io.
Yeah, on the social media side, he's the laziest. let's put it this way. But in life, is probably the fastest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty of things to do, so busy life.
Party man.
It is. Yeah.
All right. Who is like the one who pushes?
Quello che spinge. Maybe Boggio.
Boggio?
Yeah.
Boggio is the end.
Yeah, I push, but I got this guy, so otherwise it won't work.
All right.
E siete di nuovo alla fine.
Sì.
Sempre.
Cheers. I don't know what you're having.
I'm always thirsty about metal.
Oh, yes.
Certainly.
Oh, no. I'm just drinking water, sipping water. You guys having fun. So,
what time is it?
right now it's 11:58 and it's 91 degrees. That's like 34 Celsius.
Yeah.
Super hot.
Very hot.
Yeah.
So you had the chance to come to California or just those Louisiana and South Carolina?
No, actually, we played in California.
You did?
Both south and north.
Yeah, we played in Concord which is near San Francisco, and in Anaheim.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah.
Great experience. All right, guys. I think I don't have any more questions per se, but if you have any questions for me, I'm all ears as well. Don't ask me weird questions. I'm kidding. But yeah, if you have questions.
Oh, very good. Right. How's California in summer? We've been there in October, so.
Oh, you went here in October, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. The environment here, I was telling yesterday, Boggio, here people is very laid back, super laid back. And Colombians are chill as well. So I feel like I'm in my place and I love being here.
Yeah.
There's the beaches here, the mountains are here. Everything you wanted to get is nearby. Well, it's a little bit bigger. You have to drive everywhere. As you can remember, here you have to drive everywhere because everything is far away. But like if you find a convenient place, like I live in the valley, I find like 30 minutes the beach, 40 minutes Burbank, North Hollywood, everything around. So I love it. I really love it. And I wish you guys can come here and play in Los Angeles, which is the scene in Los Angeles seems like it's a great thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Come la scena underground metal lì.
Yeah.
C'è una scena underground o è tutto skate?
How's the underground metal scene in your area? Like on the punk and thrash metal side, death metal?
Yeah. I actually don't go out very often, so I don't know how's per se the scene outside. I got a friend and he said that the scene here, they play in the backyards, like when it's underground, they play like in secret places, and it seems like it's very cool. It should be super secret because I didn't find anything. So,
Anche lì.
but I don't go out very often. I'm not very at home person all the time. So, and everything is far away. My husband has a car, but I don't drive. I mean, I know how to drive, but I lost my car. I crashed my car, total loss. So I don't go out very often. But I can tell you that when it comes to one of those big shows like Slayer, big band, um, is huge. The crowd is huge, and they are very different in my country. In my country, everybody gets crazy. You will love a Colombian crowd because they got crazy. They are, I don't know, the crowd is so passionate. But here in the United States, it's like everyone is in their chairs, chilling, sipping their drinks, and there is so weird people. The mosh pit is weird, but there's mosh pit. Yeah, that's basically the difference for me.
So maybe we would enjoy Colombia better because it's more. It's crazier.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. The crowd in Colombia is fantastic. Being in the crowd is not fantastic. As a woman, it's fantastic because I got pushed and almost my ribs broken and stuff. But it's fun. It's definitely the artists really love the crowd in Colombia. You guys should definitely plan to go there. So yeah, guys. What else I can?
Colombian tour.
Yeah. I think that was it pretty much. It was a great conversation. I get to know you very well, guys. Hope you can come someday to California again. Hope the visa situation and all that is easier for you. You guys have any plans this weekend playing anywhere?
No.
Recording video.
Yeah, next plan will be recording a music video for one of the new songs, actually. But We'll see. It's
What?
gonna happen in August, somewhere, I don't know,
Sometime.
sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the song? What is, can I know the name of the song?
Yeah, sure. It's Speed Freaks, which is in the Never on Your Side album. Yeah. It will be the last single which will come out before the release of the platter.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right, guys. Even though we have internet connection problems and everything, and the schedules and all that stuff, it was really difficult at the beginning, but I'm glad we could make it. Thank you so much, guys. Before we finish our session,
Thank you.
yes, I wanted to ask you, is there any, any place or any festival that you dream to play?
Maryland Deathfest.
No,
Yeah, Maryland Deathfest would be one of those.
Maryland Deathfest here?
Also, like European Fest.
c'era Furious, adesso non ricordo, forse in California, Furious, Furious, non ricordo. Ci sono tutti i gruppi hardcore americani.
In the US, which included lots of hardcore and
Hard and Fury.
probably Hard and Fury or something like that. I don't know.
And you guys have a lot of festivals in Europe, a bunch of festivals. It's incredible.
Lots of festivals.
Yeah, the scene is awesome. I
Yeah.
will go someday. I'm planning to work. I'm working on it to go to Wacken someday. I know it's
Yeah.
a lot of mud and stuff, but I want to try the experience.
It's one of the greatest festivals, maybe the biggest festival we have in Europe, besides Hellfest. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's always packed with great names, great bands, and it's also difficult to find tickets because lots of people buy it in advance from year to year. So
always sold out.
It's always sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, has to be fence jumpers. Nah, that thing doesn't exist in Europe, only here. The fence jumpers.
Yeah, maybe. Fence jumpers.
Yes. All right. So tell me, how's a typical day for you guys as a band? Like you woke up, what do you do first, and how do you finish your day?
We actually have to go to work like 5 days a week. We try to do at least one rehearsal a week, so we keep it fresh, and because it's very challenging playing that fast. So for me, because I'm old, sorry.
and we try to meet in the weekends. So yeah, basically we meet all of the three of us each weekend, and then once a week for the rehearsals. And yeah, the live schedule is everything is turned off from Monday to Friday, and then it's switched on again. The weekend.
And what is your job? What's your occupation besides music?
That's life. That's life at the moment.
Okay. All right.
Parte della musica. What? What's your occupation besides music?
You go first because
I work in a company which exports plants and pot plants. So every kind of aromatic and flowering plants you can buy from me.
Awesome. How they let you have your long hair? Is there any problem with you guys with your long hair in your jobs, or they don't care about that?
They don't care.
Oh, that's cool. Because
Luckily.
I hear sometimes it's annoying that you have to be clean cut and stuff in order to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, you can keep being yourself and still working and still doing your stuff.
Absolutely.
All right.
Boggio?
I work for a company which produces extra virgin olive oils and other typical products from our area, and I take care of the export branch. And yeah, it's been like that for 16 years now.
Wow.
We'll see.
That's
We're
very...
waiting to get famous.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Can't wait.
yeah.
We too. And Nuzi?
Oh, I am an electrician.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, it's the most useful for
the
the
most
band,
in the band.
especially in the rehearsal space where something goes wrong.
Yes, true. All right. Okay, guys. I think that was it pretty much. Thank you. Can't wait to see and to hear more of you guys. This is Voices with AndreaNet. It's a new podcast about the stories of musicians and artists working in the metal industry. So basically, if you hear the other podcasts, is people who work in the industry and also musicians as well. You are the very first group of people that I work with. I had interviews with two people, but it's easy to work with two people. But when it's more than two people, for me, it's a little bit complicated. But you guys are so cooperative. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, sure. And
Let's stay in contact.
Yeah, please.
definitely. Can't wait to hear more of you guys.